Let's go get puppies. I remember a long time ago, I was driving my van from Burning Man, after Burning Man, and I went up through LA and up the California coast there. And I remember I was at this small town, I think it was called Acadia or Acacia or something. And on the beach, there was two dogs playing happily in the sand. And it just seemed like such a joyful and wonderful thing to be able to witness. Now that's back in, I don't know, 2002, 3, something like that. And I always remembered that, as I think about what is it that's happy in the world, and there's a pretty short list of things that are happy. And that's dogs, puppies, babies. I mean, babies aren't always happy, and neither are puppies. But they're a happy element. They make me happy when I see them. They're just good. And boobs, I suppose. everybody likes boobs. So boobs and puppies and babies. I'm on my way to town. And I don't want to get a baby, and I don't know any boobs over there of interest, but they got some puppies, and there's two of them. I recently had a dog die. It was a bit of a shock, but it happens. Everybody dies. And so I'm thinking about getting these puppies because they'll have a great life with me. They'll be very healthy. Now, they could also have a great life and be healthy there as well. Yotatiro, the town I'm going to, is actually a very good town for dogs. And sometimes I evaluate places on how the dogs seem. I mean, if you see malnourished, diseased dogs crawling around and stuff, skulking around, acting like they're abused all the time, it's probably because there's a bad relationship between the dogs and the people. But Yotatiro is good about that. Mostly, we could always improve dog-human relationships, and there's lots of things we can do about that. That's a majorly important project for us to do. Well, I'm seeing a lot of mushrooms out here. You gotta do a mushroom video. A guy in Runga wants to do one. Anyway, so we're going off on this adventure, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about puppies and why I want to get these puppies and everything. There is the idea of the dog rescue program, and that's where I find dogs on the street that are obviously neglected in the rain, dirty puppies that nobody wants. But I don't actually see them that often, and so those were the ones I wanted to adopt and then fix up and things. And I still want to be open to that, but the truth is that doesn't happen very often, and so I might have to wait 6 months, a year, and I go to town less and less. I really, have few reasons to ever go to town. So, I think I want these puppies. Even though they don't fit all the criteria, they're a mix of, they're said to be a mix of a German Shepherd and a Belgian Shepherd, both of which are good breeds. But I like mutts in any case. These dogs look roly-poly, happy, healthy, curious and smart, and they're white, and I'm a little bit racist on dogs. The main thing is that I no longer think they should be all black. Now, first of all, I've always liked black and white dogs, just because I had a dog that was black and white, who was a sweetheart and everything. But the problem with the black dogs is you trip over them in the dark. Dogs aren't thinking like you are, and they have better senses than you. They don't realize you can't see them, sitting by the doorway and ready to trip you up. I have tripped on dogs before. I never actually fell all the way down, but it's just annoying. Or they could have sparkly collars. Anyway, these dogs are white dog. I think it's all white. And a mixed pattern dog. And I'll show you photos later, but it has blobs on it of like brown or black or something. Brown, some of them are brown. They're both cute as heck. getting them into this age where they've been well taken care of, they would, I think, be very trainable. And it's my responsibility, if I'm going to adopt these dogs, that I have to train them well. And I haven't trained all my dogs as well as I could have. For example, my dogs are chicken killers. I want these puppies to not be chicken killers. I want them to be raised with chickens and protect chickens. And that will allow me to have chickens in a wider area, and the chickens will have more freedom, which is healthier for the chickens. I shouldn't get puppies. I'm fairly down right now. I'm on the rocks a bit, you know, and not making it that well. I'm not successful, and things might be getting worse. I don't know if they can, but for me, getting these dogs in a way is a sign of hope for my future. Like, you know, I want somebody to take care of, and I want a reason to do things. And so if these puppies are a motivation for me to have kind of a renewed vow with myself and the universe, that I will try, that I will work hard, that somebody needs me, that I got to take care of things, that something matters. Because I'll tell you, puppies don't sit around thinking whether things matter or not, you know. Puppies do what puppies do. And there is, of course, humans are more complex, but there is a Brian nature, just like a dog nature. And I have to do what I'm going to do and remove a lot of distractions of anybody who's not in tune with that. Just ignore them. So that's a little off topic from puppies, I suppose. But I'll show them to you, though. They're so cute. I don't know how anyone could not want them. The guy I'm getting them from, I think there was 7 or 9 or something puppies, and these are the only ones left. The truth is that nobody's going to kill them. They're beautiful puppies. So I will pay him something for them, and I'll pay more than is reasonable, or more than the lowest price, so he feels happy about it. And I'll try and take care of him. I'm going to set him up a spot next to my bed. I'll put him in with the chickens. I'll feed him some different stuffs. They supposedly already, I don't know if I believe this, but they already might be a little bit potty trained. But of course, in a new environment, it's very hard to, you know, if you're a puppy, to control your bodily functions. And there's stairs. I might set up a bed downstairs and sleep down there. Because really, they're babies, you know. And I think when you get a puppy, you have to realize the gravity of what you're doing. I'm not just getting a puppy to throw away tomorrow. I'm not getting a puppy just because it's cute. I'm getting a puppy as a team member. I take dogs very seriously here. I have immense respect for the dogs. They're loyal. They protect us. They can sense things we can't sense. They're an expansion of our consciousness. They're an expansion of our sensory system. For people coming to Bosque Village, they're a friend. And I'm going to take these puppies and put them online, and so that people can get to know them before they even get here. Because I know when I've traveled to places, I've been to a couple places where you show up and the dog looks at you and then it starts following you around and it's friendly. Look at this dog. This dog is not allowed to go into Yotatiro. It's against the rules. And that dog, it follows you around, and then you have all this food and you're eating and you're having this great time on the beach with somebody nice and pretty. And, you know, the dog is friendly, mellow, relaxed. And maybe you toss the dog a little bit of food, and then the dog says, oh, okay, thank you. And then says, I'm yours. These dogs are smart. You know, I've been to the beach. It's usually the beach. And the dog then follows you around for the few days you're there. And it sleeps by your door. It gives you all the good dog energy you would want. You basically picked up a dog friend. And I was thinking about it later. I always feel like that's something special to happen between me and that dog. That's not true. You're passing through. This dog does this all the time. This dog always has a tourist owner, friend, provides a guardian service, is just a stabilizing, positive influence in the feeling of the space, you know. And it does that as a service. It does that as a way of living. I think that's actually a lovely relationship. And so I can't provide beach dogs while people come to Bosque Village. I can't give them that dog vibe on the beach, but I have forest. So I can have forest dogs, forest guardians. And this has already happened naturally, where a lot of people pick a favorite dog, or the dog picks them, and that dog follows them around more than the rest and walks them up to their cabana and back, or maybe sleeps outside their door. And I think we should actually encourage that, and encourage this dog-human positive interaction while people are here, because they're such an important part of the team, and because they have so much to offer. Even for people who don't like dogs, you know, they might, in this space, enjoy getting to know a dog well and stuff. Now, of course, I would recommend, if you don't like dogs, don't pet them. Don't be afraid of them. They're really wonderful dogs. But if you pet them, then they'll want to be with you more. So learn how to treat dogs here. We have a whole dog training program, which is mainly about training the people, but we also want to improve our training of dogs. Now, me going to get this puppy is a great example where I have to step it up and realize the gravity of what I'm doing, and that everything that these puppies experience from here on out is my responsibility. I have to keep them safe, keep my stuff safe so they don't like chew through electrical cords and stuff. And I have to make sure they are healthy, eat the right things. I don't think I have to tell them to sleep. Puppies like to sleep quite a bit, luckily, because they're also little whiners. They spend a lot of time whining if they're trapped. But the goal, I think, is to not have them in situations where they feel a need to whine a lot. Like, I know about crate training, and I do use crate training as part of what I do. But I think that during the day, they just need to be running around most of the day, playing, which shouldn't be a problem here, because I've got big dogs they can play with, if the big dogs are interested. And I've got lots of spaces for them to be in, and sticks to chew, and just all these kind of things. And I'm fairly experienced, so I don't currently have a spot set up for them, and I'm going to go get them. But then I'll have to quickly set up spots, and I'm already thinking and stuff. So I'm excited. I'm like an expectant daddy. And then we'll have to name them. And I invite you to be part of this. I'm doing this on video because I want you to know these puppies. It's fun. I want to share my life with you, and puppies are a good thing to share. I don't need them to sign model releases or anything. They don't have any rights. I can do whatever I want to them, and it'll be funny. If I want to give them peanut butter, and then they go bleh, 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 and look funny, I can do that. Everybody loves dogs. I love dogs. And so we're going to share some puppy love together.